Okay, so I'm making a tarot card reading right at the moment of the solstice, and let's see what we get. Okay, first card is Ten of Pentacles. Upside down. The stars in the past, upside down. The tower, upside down in the future. Three of Cups in the high spirituality. And the King of Wands upside down on the bottom. So, the only card that's upright is the Three of Cups. Something I must experience in the upper levels. Three beautiful women dancing, celebrating. It's okay with me. I have some Ten of Pentacles is the family. Maybe some disruption in the family. Let's see. The star upside down in the past. And the tower in the future is upside down. So maybe something is coming into alignment. The star the star is a communication, perhaps some connection with the universe, obviously. Something that's not entirely here on Earth. There's feminine energy with the water. pouring out of water onto the land and the pouring out of water into a body of water, and a lake. 1 foot on the land, 1 foot in the water. And the sky above, which is connected to the cosmos. This is the woman is not clothed, so I would say that this is pretty much nature without any artificial influence. The Ten of Cups the Ten of Pentacles upside down this is a city scene. The old man sits outside of the gate of the city. He's pretty much seen it all, and he's viewing his children inside the city having to deal with the things young adults with a family have to deal with: money, house, career, children, the dynamics between themselves, the male and female energies. And this is very artificial. So being upside down, the star being upside down in the past, perhaps it wasn't being seen or realized in the past. Perhaps now it is, and perhaps the family, perhaps it's some disruption in the family, which is the natural forces coming into play in an artificial environment will always be disruptive, but if it's me, then I'm going to allow it. That's what I want. That's what I'm ready to devote myself to, the natural forces over the material world. I think that's the way to go. I think humans have to take the parts of the material world, take the parts that serve them and discard the rest, because that's planet is failing and the natural world is failing. Perhaps that's another way to look at the star, is that we've lost our connection with the divine and the major forces of Earth, the major forces of the planet, water, the earth, the air. The star obviously is fire. And these are the forces that created the earth and created life below. And we've forgotten that being families in the city, in the big city. And perhaps we need to remember that on this day of the solstice. And the future is to tower upside down, maybe This is the extreme forces of nature, lightning striking the tower, which is more or less a human defense. The tower is a part of a defense system in a castle, and the middle guard, life in the big city with the family, they're all inside the city walls, which are defended by the towers and the castles. It's a military point of view. And it seems like this militaristic point of view is not ready to be taken down yet. In the future, it still persists. That it almost looks like a battle between the past and the future, which is between nature and the man-made artificial world, which there's a lot of violence with that, and the universe is not a violent place for life. The universe has created us a nice, safe planet with a safe atmosphere and a safe climate, and we've pretty much taken that for granted, and with our disrespect for life on Earth, we've rolled right over nature, and it comes out of fear. So if you don't have this fear in place anymore, maybe that's a good sign. Maybe the towers, we don't need those towers anymore that nature has to take down. Maybe we can take them down ourselves, and maybe we've gotten the message finally that we need to clean up our psychology, get rid of our fear, and understand that the life, the physical life on this earth is governed by the laws of nature, and these are not violent laws for a human. They may be for an animal. Carnivores are violent by design. They have to kill for a living, but the definition of a human is somebody who doesn't have to kill for a living. Science has already shown that a human is not a carnivore, that the health of a human body, all of our bodies, is the human body wants a plant-based diet, a whole food plant-based diet, straight like it comes out of the ground. It doesn't want a meat diet, and it shows that the human condition on Earth can be a very pleasant place. It's not a violent place, and this lightning bolt, this dark night of the soul, this storm in the middle of the night. It doesn't have to be our future. We can change it. It's been well known for some years now that humans could completely fix climate change overnight with changing to a vegan diet, a whole food, plant-based diet. Get rid of the violence in your life and stop killing stuff for a living, and maybe the earth changes for the better. It's been shown by science that it could completely stop climate change in its tracks if humans stopped farming animals. And I would say that that's a cause for celebration on the high spirituality. That idea gives a reason to celebrate. Gives the reason for the whole universe to celebrate. That humans have come to that point in their new year, 2026, the year of the horse. The horse is a prey animal, and when humans decide that they're going to quit killing for a living, then they're going to let down their guard, and they're going to, not really let down their guard. Actually, they'll probably become more vigilant if they're prey animals, if they're human predators out there intent on preying upon other humans. It's going to require that the humans that don't want to kill for a living, they're going to have to be hypervigilant almost. They're going to have to learn the ways of a horse. The horse is hypervigilant. Every sound, every shadow, every move that a horse doesn't like, he's out of there. He's not going to stand there and wait around for something that could some potential threat to attack. So I would say this is a move in the right direction, correct direction for humanity. That it may disrupt the family, it may disrupt the status quo, which is, that's me. I'm the one that does that my whole life, and I've been waiting for this moment where humanity can come to some completely different paradigm. And then on the bottom, I didn't much like drawing that card, and I thought maybe I should draw a different card, but I went with it. And it's the King of Wands upside down, which is you have to think about all of these minor arcana. They're all kingdoms, and you have to understand that you're living in a kingdom. There's a king and a queen, and so you have to, inside the kingdoms are fortresses which are defended by militaries, and king is the King of Wands. It doesn't seem like he's wearing armor. A lot of the kings are wearing armor under their robes on their feet, and he's wearing green, which basically green is a passive color. You know, in the Wands, the royalty and the Wands they're out in the desert, you know, and you have to wonder, like, why are they in the desert? Like, really, you know, why would anybody be out in the middle of the desert? It's not a very forgiving place, the desert. So it seems to me this King of Wands has always been in a bad mood and emotional, and the Wands have to do with the emotional battles. And he's upside down, so how does he fit into all of this? So maybe it's a time to let go of this this idea of these emotional kings. The only thing that the only life there with him is some small lizard which manages to eke out a living on the desert. And why the hell do we want a desert anyway? We don't, you know. The planet is, if we're not careful, is going to become a desert inferno, and this is something that we absolutely don't want. And so we don't want this king. That's kind of the message. It means kind of we don't want this kingdom that rules over the barren land. And I'm not pointing out, I'm not being literal about it, about anybody who lives in these areas on Earth. I definitely don't want to call out any particular people living in desert areas. But the idea that climate change is going to render the planet a desert inferno is an absolutely real idea that science is very worried about, that the human species could go extinct. And it's basically a disregard for life which has created this situation. On the mundane level, it means all of us need to have a more awareness of life, and not to take it so for granted that life is going to be around. You know, if we just if we don't if we don't support it, if we don't honor it, if we don't actively work towards a government which is supporting the planet, the natural planet, not the material planet that humans have so perversely created, but the natural world needs to be governed in a way that is that protects life on Earth. And we shouldn't accept this governance that is more or less going to give us a lizard in the middle of a desert. We don't want that. We want abundance. The Queen of Pentacles is the epitome of abundance, of paradise on Earth and all of its diversity. So there's a lot to celebrate here in the coming year of the horse, 2026, on the solstice, the winter solstice of 2025. The days start getting longer now, and we can look forward to the new year. So cheers.